So I actually didn't even see my own credit report until I was a licensed mortgage broker way back in 2006. And you might relate to this, but when I looked, I was very confused. There's some code, some numbers, but as far as what it meant or how to improve it, I was completely lost. But I guess what surprised me the most is that as I met with more clients, whether they were young or professional, they didn't seem to know either. It seemed like the extent of how to have good credit was pay your bills on time. Now, after spending years in the industry and talking with banks and lenders, Equifax, TransUnion, I started picking up some more tips and tricks and started understanding it a lot more. And that's when I started thinking about how do I get this out to more people. So my biggest problem was by the time that I figured out how credit worked and how desperate Canadians were to understand the scoring system, I was very busy. I was on the top producing mortgage team in Canada, had a couple kids, my wife, family, just life in general. So I committed to wake up early, a lot earlier than I wanted to, in order to find time before the kids got up, before the calls started coming in, to compile everything I had learned about credit. After 3 very long and painful years of studying thousands of credit reports and testing all the different theories I had learned and different myths and breaking them and figuring it all out, and a lot of different revisions to the book, I published the first version of my book, The 9 Rules of Credit, in 2012. So once the book came out, a lot of people said the book's great, but can you just fix my credit for me? And that's when I had to make a decision. Do I continue as a mortgage broker, making really good money, or start again at zero with a brand new business in an industry that doesn't even really exist? You can just imagine how that conversation went with my wife. But I had spent a lot of time studying credit. I had learned so many different insider secrets, and I had developed a real passion for it, so I knew what I needed to do. So since then, I have focused full-time with credit, teaching people how the scoring system works, removing errors and fraud from the credit report. So if you have any questions about credit or debt, you know where to find me.